Well, if it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. We have a problem, all right? And I've got the solution tucked in my sheath.
Unless you're hearing that from a handsome stranger in the bathhouse, that's usually an invitation to trouble. And not as fun as the kind you get into in the steam.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city. Ooh, keep talking and it'll be my fist you catch, Outlander.
Boss, maybe this ain't such a good idea.
Shut up, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Pod isn't going anywhere. Are you, kid?
I don't know. Is that true?
Well...
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway. Envoy!
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Our beloved, they stole the bloom from your branch. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. They hurt you. But we do not hear rage hissing in you like a serpent. Why? Soften. Quiet. You would accept the winter before spring, but you do not understand. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we. But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once. The minnow can slip the fisher's net, even while the prize remains. And the fox chews its leg off to escape the hunter's snare. It is the only way. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison. You are ours. We tend to the sprout on the bough. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. A voice? Tell me more. A vision of the beyond? And an ethereal manifestation? That's incredible. Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand imperial entrance he was aiming for. Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. I suppose it's possible. Not that I can prove it one way or another.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible. Not as often as I used to. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. I hope you aren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that it's any of my business. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found, and some of us still have to live here. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone.
And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? And yet you rallied your spirits and reported for duty. Your dedication is admirable. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Did the Emperor send you with anything for me? Your writ of commission, perhaps? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I had better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing, the health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. Oh, I wish I could see the killer's face when they realize the hunter has become the hunted. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saved the ambassador from the strangle root, right? I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand? I know this is strange, but they're in a rough situation and, well, to be honest, they helped me out a while back when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor. Galarde. Loffled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere. Well, let's stick to the matter at hand. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Loffled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. Ah, but you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle root, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Landits. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. I don't know. That's the problem. Mako and I had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adiran Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktik Dragu Sakasapt Jatule. You wanna talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway. I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I could feel it. Gods, you.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough. Smart. The effects are more widely known. Let their imagination run wild on them. Noted. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Hey, I told you, he's an excellent tracker.
You haven't exactly been low-key, have you? I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
See, Marius? Told you I wasn't ready to hang it up yet.
I had it under control, Amakul. But thanks.
Ah, it's the principle of the thing. Now, what'll it be? As opposed to what? The way I see it, they're safer in here than they are out there. If someone starts thinking they're atheists, I can put them down for a nap. If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it. There's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though. The locals are worried about the steel garrote coming into town. Whatever Wodica wants, she's bound to find it. It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well. Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. Not sure what that's worth to you. I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why. Suit yourself.
A pleasure, Envoy. I'm Aldrich, the Bounty Master of Paradise. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in. Hey, someone had to take the job. Ensuring that these threats to the good people of Paradise are eliminated is my way of helping. I guess I consider it my first steps down a long road to atonement. Apologies, friend. But that's none of your concern. I left there for a reason. And now I'm here. And that's all you need to know. Be safe out there, you hear?
Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. Just another sign, I guess? You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it. Something is happening here. The plants and the animals are changing. No one knows why, or exactly what's doing it. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and the fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas. You may have noticed, or perhaps not, since no doubt you've been busy, that wildlife here has gone a bit wrong. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all see it. Something is distorting the life around here, and I hoped to stop it. Possibly, Yes. But now I can't begin my tests without my main reagent. I have everything I need, but the most important part, the luminous Adra, to cleanse the souls of the wildlife. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. Oh, it's very hard to find. It comes only from the Deadfire Archipelago, and when refined, can have wondrous effects. Enhanced strength and stamina, slower aging too. I've even heard it has a pleasant minty flavor when mixed correctly. My friends must have lied, or they got the Adra and lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it. The people of the Deadfire have been refining luminous Adra for its health benefits for gods know how long. If anything can cure this affliction, that's it. Best of luck with that. I saw them briefly not too long ago, looking shifty and desperate. They were running around the Paradise, talking to other scholars in the area. Ganef and Remio, I believe. And an older lady. Don't recall her name. I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Any luminous Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through. Find anything? I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
Without a second thought. I've bought my fair share of poisons in case some nin dude out there tries to take something I need. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Step right up. I can tell you need more fire in your life. Or maybe more essence. Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a point. My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong. Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead? See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared. Of course not. I wouldn't sell you something I thought would kill you. That's not good for business. I did that once. I had to hire a watcher to get the phantom out. I suppose I shouldn't brag about that to a potential customer. You there. You look like you know your way around... hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself. Probably because I made them. Or most of them, anyway. I've already been paid for them. If Volter happens to stumble onto them later, what can I do? You mean enchanted? No. A shield does its job just fine. It doesn't need to be tinkered with.
Talk to my sister if you're interested in that kind of thing. She's over there. At least, I don't think she's blown herself up yet. I don't know where she gets it. I'd swear she was adopted if we didn't look alike. 3 generations of hammering, and then she comes along. Guess souls are strange like that.
Back for more supplies. You wouldn't believe how my new friend eats. The local animancer, if you can believe it. Sapiento vouched for me. He wants to study my soul. Mainly, he just asks a lot of strange questions. Could be worse. Every day is different, that's for sure. But I like it. It's made me realize how dull my life was before. Anyway, I'm not sure what kind of favor I could owe you, but I owe you one. Thank you.
This is the Sparrowhawks district. State your business. We're an association. One that remembers what Paradise used to be. People do one for us, and we keep Adir off their necks. That a good enough answer? Things can happen to people who get too curious. Go on. But remember, Thala's got his eye on you. I wouldn't get on an ogre's bad side.
So, the puny godkin wishes to speak with the great Thala. You and your countrymen are not welcome in this district. My district. Is that clear? Not being welcome here doesn't mean you aren't tolerated. We're not fools enough to attack you or your kin unprovoked. I would be lying if I said I wasn't just waiting for the opportunity to crush you into the ground. One little slip in my district, Imperial Lapdog, and it'll be the last you ever make. Easier said than done, little godkin. The streets of Paradise are slick with blood. Now be gone. Thala tires of your yammering.
Not you, too.
This girl thinks she's gonna keep us out of the bathhouse.
You might own half the district, but you don't own the mermaid's den.
We'll see about that.
You don't like it? Take it up with your second in command. He's the one who stole from us.
That's a load of...
I knew this was Jago's fault. This isn't over.
Sorry. This district used to be a nice place. The Sparrowhawks always got along fine with us, and then they, I better not talk about it. Juliana told us to be discreet. She's inside. If you want to help, she can give you the details. You have no idea.
Huh. Aren't you the Outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah, it doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away.
He's been shaking me down for half my earnings, but now I can't afford to feed my family.
Take it easy. He's gonna walk away and leave you in peace, right?
Unless you want another arrow in your guts, turn around and leave us to our business. Ha! You don't scare me, godlike. I've hunted nameless terrors in the deep wilderness. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
Last person I know who did it died with her boots full of Sokka.
Well, I heard the godlike have gold in their bellies. We can't both be right, so let's see who's wrong. Stand still, Outlander. This is gonna hurt.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
I'd prefer if you wouldn't keep inviting people to try to kill you, but sure, we've got you covered.
Don't I know it? Good help is hard to come by. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts. It's not easy running a business in Paradise, but it can be profitable if you invest in some protection. That gang was not my wisest investment.
This is why you always ask for references.
You would need protection if you'd stop doing things that make people want to kill you.
What'll it be today, Envoy? I know you didn't come for herbal remedies. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands. Hey, look, the Living Lands is a dangerous place. All right, take a nap in the forest and you'll wake up dead more often than not.
Not if you know better than to take a nap in the blessed A forest.
Walking through the streets of Paradise is supposed to be a safer proposition. Yet, our friend took an arrow that was coated in this stuff.
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me. Damned if I do and damned if I don't, then. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Santa Torre is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Look, most Paradisans don't like the adherents. We've been here for generations and we knew how to handle our own. Adir changed that, and not for the better. Some of us have been more wronged by Adir than others. Well, wronged by the Steel Garrote. They're a minority of Paradisans, but they're willing to kill to strike back at Adir, even at an Imperial envoy.
Careful where you say that. The last thing Paradise needs is Adiran panic.
I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
The poisoner from one of the temples. So much for the gods working through miracles and mysteries. I don't think we're going to be welcome here for long. Thala's Sparrowhawks will be sniffing around here any minute. And since that's not the last skirmish we'll find ourselves in, I say we take this opportunity to stock up on some better equipment. If you want a guarantee of getting the good stuff, I recommend Paradise's main market. We're short on coin, but it's nothing a little work on the side won't fix. Sapiento could help us on that front once we find his luminous Adra.
You're the one who took down Thala. You know how to introduce yourself. What was right? This is going to be good. You're the talk of the town, Envoy. Everyone wants to meet you. Good nose. Hope you don't stick it in politics. They don't like envoys around here. They've been free for centuries. Surely you understand why they'd be nervous. Oh, that's a long story. Let's say it involved a dead duke and a bottle of quill leaf oil. I used to run Sperinto's finest bathhouse, if you can believe it. No, I don't. Every girl has the right to reinvent herself. Now, if you've come to avail yourself, I'm sorry. We're closed. I'm out of some supplies that should have been here days ago. I'd hunt them down myself, but I don't have a firm enough hand. I need someone with more authority. Someone, well, someone like you. Come now, a lady has to have some secrets. Very well. It's something I need to make the bathhouse run smoothly. It's medicinal. You understand why I'm trying to be discreet? For goods like mine it is. The local strongmen, the Sparrowhawks, got a hold of the shipment. They must have thought it looked valuable. Unfortunately, they were right. Who? Lord Heelguard? No. He'd kiss an animancer before he'd help with something like this. He would if it suited him. I know all about men like him. They put their power first. I do. Go to the docks. Their lieutenant runs one of the warehouses there. He'll probably keep it close. I leave that up to you. Just don't mention I hired you. I have a reputation to maintain.
Wow, it's really you! I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I'd bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs. My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot, but no place like this. I fear for their lives, envoy. It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you, a godlike. He belongs to Aethys, and if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick.
Sure. I've heard about the Oracle. Same as I heard about the Watcher and all the other weird Sokka in the Living Lands. I heard the Nimdude only talks to godlikes after Aethys' little jaunt in the Deadfire. I guess he got tired of people yelling at him for what his god did.
Can't say I blame him. People still fault Aethys for the Saints' War, and that was 25 years ago. If I were the earthly avatar of everyone's least favorite god, I'd go into hiding too.
I don't usually lead people down into that temple. Mostly because underground temples are full of Sokka that gives me the Vrikas. It's also supposed to be full of skeletons and old godless traps. I'm not fond of suicide missions either.
Ugh, traps are the least of our worries. You should see the cliffs. This Oracle, he set himself up in a godless ruin. turned it into a temple to Aethys, right? Supposedly, he built the whole place up just to house a holy relic. A bone from Aethys' Titan. I guess they don't talk about our discoveries in the court, huh? The place Aethys was headed in the Deadfire, Ukaizo. There are these enormous skeletons. I mean, they're hundreds of feet tall. Yeda, our captain, she believes these Titan skeletons are what's left of the gods' physical bodies. They used to get up and walk around. And this godlike, he's got a piece of the one that belonged to Aethys. That's what my team is down there to confirm, anyway. Well, if that relic really is what it's said to be, and if it can heal the sick like it's said to do, it can't stay here. Not in some dank hole in this mouldering backwater. Not when it can help our people with the Dream Scourge. Or help people back home who deserve it more. And yet is determined to get that relic, no matter the risks. The rewards are just too great.
But
Envoy, I'm afraid it's a lie. And they're all going to die down there for nothing. Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now. Well, I gather there were folks who worshipped Aethys, and they'd come to this temple from all over the living lands to pray, or be healed, or to ask forgiveness. But Aethys isn't too popular these days, so...
So, most people don't go there anymore.
Right. Exactly. Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.